up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha podcast. Shout out to my YouTube, my podcast fam. Hugs and loves for the people who are going to do it in advance. For my podcast fam, or people who like what they're listening to and what about this YouTube channel, because I have no problem. I firmly, want y'all, if possible, to join me on both platforms. If you worry about this YouTube channel, you go to YouTube, y'all, and you put Tasha CTV in the search. And then you'll see my profile pic with some pink braids and some glasses on. That's what I got right now. I've been rocking the pink braids for a while. Anyway, vice versa, if you're listening and or watching any YouTube videos of mine and you're wondering about this podcast platform, or if you're not part of my YouTube channel first, go ahead and click follow and click for the notifications, all the notifications. Second, if you're wondering about the podcast, look in the description box and it should have all the platinum podcast platforms, including Speaker, which I'm using to make these lovely podcasts. And just to let y'all know, this is another one of my bonus podcasts, meaning that I didn't used to have this bonus podcast. It was just a separate one I decided to do. But what I mean a bonus podcast, I made a 1-year series called my 366 days, 360 days video journeys, where I just make a video per day. And so it just makes me consistent and doing this journey and also getting into the podcast as area as well. So besides that, y'all may hear certain things. There's a landline phone in the background since I'm recording using this app to record these podcasts. And I forgot to mention also for the new people. Like I said, hugs and loves everybody in advance who's always going to support me in the near future. But besides me me doing this journey, I started my birthday last year, October 8th, and plan on ending it exactly October 8th. Now, this podcast, like I said, is a different one than the other one I had. This was additional one I did starting last month in February, 2020. So, but I decided to go on, and also my nephew, little Kenny, that I mentioned from time to time, gave me an idea. So I'm going to continue the series as long as I can and as long as I want to. If possible, if I can get this with 365 days, at least, or something, or even expand past that, that's fantastic. Even getting into 6 months is fantastic. So, because we all know Black history is what? 365 days of the year, or 366 in this case, because it's leap year. Okay, but other than that, y'all, I'm sorry about the rant. Let's get into this. Now, as y'all can hear, I'm starting to get better, but I got to make sure that I go back to do my breathing treatments for my bronchitis and asthma, so I won't get back in that situation. It's supposed to be 6 degrees in Michigan tomorrow. I don't know if it's some lovely weather where you are at, but my body is okay now, but I don't want to take it. Yesterday I had to do the choice, go out and do a couple errands, y'all. It was windy, it was about to blow me away, so it was windy as hell. It was about to blow me away. But like I said, I know it's Saturday night, and this is the last podcast I'm doing before the damn hours change and we lose an hour of sleep. And but we get some more sunlight, yay! Okay. So let's get started here. I'm on Instagram again. Oh, excuse me. First on Black Facts Online. Maybe I should start going. I do have their website as well, and maybe also go there and check that out and see if I could add them as a website to go to. Because like I said, I do love their Instagram page. Go to the Instagram page, y'all. But it's just the only thing is that you have to go to the website in order to get the information. But the person you may be reading about. But sometimes, y'all, it's kind of hard because when I go to the page, it's not there, and I did that a couple times. But anyway, y'all, let's get into it. First person Black Facts Online, Roberta Alexander is an internationally famous American opera soprano. After performing numerous operas in the United States and Europe, she established herself as one of the leading American sopranos in the latter quarter of the 20th century, both on operatic stage and as an orchestral soloist. Over her career, Alexander had recorded for most of the major labels of that musical dream, including BMG, Philips, Sony, and Tarek. I'll just let y'all know. Y'all know I be murdering words. I be mispronouncing stuff, y'all. I'm doing the best I can, okay? But letting y'all know that. And also let y'all know is March is also the Women's History Month. So I definitely, make sure now my readings are not going to be, of course, facts I read about is all going to be about women, but and maybe at times I may only read about women on certain days, or add more women facts, But anyways, Roberta Alexander was born in Lynchburg, Virginia, on March the 3rd, 1949. She was born to a musician's family. Her father was a choir conductor, and her mother was a singer. When she was 2, her family moved to Ohio, where she grew up. She studied music in 3 institutions: Central State University. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry, that's still my bronchitis and asthma acting up. Then, the University of Michigan, and then at Ann Arbor, from 1969 to 1971, receiving a master's degree in music in 1971, and finally World Conservatory of The Hague in Netherlands with Herman Wolfman beginning in 1971. That's interesting. She sure did travel. Oh, excuse me, y'all. At the age of 23, Alexander moved to the Netherlands, where she made her debut in the Netherlands Opera in 1975, and then Le Cabaret de Nino Rossellini in 1980. At the age of 31, she interpreted Panorama, the Magic Flute, Mozart, and Houston's Grand Opera. And you continue, like I said, to the Black Facts, but since Instagram in certain areas will only highlight, say, hashtags, but will not highlight websites, like, say, in the description, in your bios. We just got to work with it, God. I mean, it's still some nice information, but we're going to go off of that now. Also, March the 7th, this is from OCMCIN, also on More, MOOR, Info 2, the number 2, disinformation. March the 7th, 1965, civil rights activist Amelia Barton Robinson was brutally beaten on Emirates Prentice Bridge in Selma. She lived to be 104. God bless her soul. That's just so sad about what we go. That's why I say, y'all vote. Please vote. Okay? Vote. Like I said, you go vote.org. I talked about that. You can register online at your convenience now. And it only takes 2 minutes. You even got to go inside nothing. You even look up in Google states that possibly, once you're registered, that you can also apply and just write a letter to your city clerk, which they have information online. You can find who your city clerk is, so you can also apply for an absentee vote. Okay, just in case the thing is I ain't got time to vote, is understandable. Try to see in Google if there's absentee voting. They voted. I live in Michigan, so they voted for absentee vote here. So of course I've taken advantage of it. It doesn't have to be, you're under these certain tags, like a certain age now, or disabilities and so forth. So if you can, go for that as well. Okay, vote, please. Okay. Anyway, here's from African Archives. Enslaved mothers forced to raise and breastfeed white babies in the 1600s. After a while, the duties of the slaves extended to domestic works, and female slaves became of high value. In addition to their plantation duties, many female slaves were taken into the homes of their masters to serve their mistresses, cook, clean, and wash for them. If a mistress had too many children, domestic work was made to help in caring for the child. After a while, female slaves were made to take place of low class women paid to breastfeed babies, a practice known as wet nursing. The children of slaves grew healthy, while many white families lost their children to ill health. This made many Westerners force slave mothers to breastfeed their white children so that they could develop better and survive the early months of childhood. I hate this about it. Okay. Once a slave mother had a child, she was quickly assigned to a white mistress and forced to breastfeed her white baby instead of her own. At the peak of the forced wet nursing, slave traders often kidnapped newborn babies from their slave mothers. The pain in the breast left these women with no choice but to breastfeed other babies who were often white. Some reluctant slaves were beaten and often milk like cows to feed white babies. This is just disturbing. How it just, ugh. Now, it's sad to say how there are some people who think that black people and look at us as being less than subhuman, but yet we're required to do every damn thing. Whew, okay. Here's AADP PINC. Okay, her history highlight. Now, first African American woman to own and operate an advertising agency. Barbara Gardner Proctor, born 1932 and passed away 2018. So, after being fired from the North Advertising Agency for refusing to publish sexist and racist ad, this Chicago businesswoman launched her own business called Proctor and Gardner Advertising. Proctor and Gardner will become the second largest black-owned advertising agency in U.S. history, as her company generated well over $1 million of revenue. Go ahead. Okay, March the 7th, 2006, photographer, novelist, poet, director, screenwriter, composer Gordon Parks passed away. God rest his soul. This is also on OLMCACN site as well. Also is repost for more info.to as well. Definitely a legend. God rest his soul. Okay. Also, this is from Real Native Voice website. Okay, I mean not website, I meant to say Instagram page. Ruby Bridges was six when she became the first African American child to integrate a white Southern elementary school. On November the 14th, 1960, she was escorted to class by her mother, U.S. Marshals, due to the violent mobs. Bridges' brave act was a milestone in the civil rights movement, and she shared her story with future generations in educational forms. There's also a book, y'all, I wanted to read from, I think, Ernest L. James. I haven't read, like I said, the other book when I was talking about the banned books too. And it's a book that he's talking about the 100 Years of Miss Jane as well. I'm just trying to see, I think I had it as an auto book, because let me see here. Their eyes are watching God. I could have sworn, yeah. The autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. And I'm just going to, read the little summary about what it is. Because this is supposed to be a novel, but it seems like a biography. But it's told by, I don't know if this is fictional, but it sounds like something. Okay, yeah. The Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. This is a novel in the guise of the tape recorder recollections of a black woman who has lived 110 years, who has been both a slave and a witness to the black military in the 1960s. This woman, Ernest Gunners, had created a legendary figure, a woman equipped to stand beside William Faulkner Disney in The Sound and the Fury. Miss James Pittman, like Disney, has seen and endured almost everything and foretold the rest. I'm surprised that they make that into a movie. Maybe they should. Okay, y'all, I'm being hard-headed. I'm looking again because I'm looking through Hoopla. I still gotta watch the rest of Still I Rise. Not Still I Rise. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. And Please Season as I Am. And also, there is, another, thing from Hoopla. It's a PBS special that you can rent from there. Like I said, I always repeat also if I can to tell y'all, if y'all don't like reading books, they got auto books and stuff like that and so forth. So, there's also one in 2017 PG, and it's, I guess, a documentary. It's called Mega Master Maya Angelou and Still I Rise. This film celebrates Maya Angelou by weaving her words in a rare, intimate archer of photos and videos, which paint hidden moments of some of her scrutiny life and during some of America's most defining moments. From her upbringing in the Depression-era South to her work with Malcolm X to her inaugural speech for President Bill Clinton, the film takes us on a credible journey through the true life of an American icon. Now, the difference with this I notice is that, okay, they also have, that's not the only ones they have on here, but another person they got on, It's called, what is it? The American Master Series. And there's also one, y'all, on Samuel Davis Jr. Came out 2017 as well. I mean, look at that. Well, I might as well go ahead and rent that too. Shoot. It's free. I can always reread it. That's like I said, what I like about Hoopla, y'all. Like I said, if y'all can qualify, get your library card. You can also get one as long as y'all don't own anybody. If you say work up a certain area, or you go to school certain area, like for example, I don't know if it's like if you're in high school and you go somewhere else, you can, use like your report card to prove that you go there. But if you work somewhere, and you know how to really, they're really getting rid of a lot of paper checks, nowadays. So, to show proof like, oh, you work somewhere, blah, 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 you can possibly qualify for a library card also in another district, wherever you work at or go to school at. And then if they connect or wherever, say where you live at has the Hoopla or wherever you go to that you say may qualify for additional library card, I don't know a whole about, the library system like that. You can go to Hoopla. Like I said, that's why I like Hoopla like that, because of the options they give you. And it's still good to have, like, wherever your library is at, if you can rent books from there. Because I don't think I can rent movies and stuff like that from my library itself. But, through online. I probably still have to go into the place. Because every time I put in stuff, it always just comes up books and stuff, so forth. So anyways, let me stop. I'm sorry I went in on the rant, but I'm just saying y'all about, take advantage what is out there as far as jewels, gems, whatever. And like I said, the good thing about that is you can always re-rent stuff and save you over-rent your boundaries you got next month. As long as until, you have to probably redo your library card again. Then you just go do the whole thing again. That's all. Just update it. Okay. Now, going back to, Black History. Okay. This is We Push Black. This is March the 4th, they're going by March 4th, 1877. And here's a little summary that you just slide, because I have a couple, some information under the picture type of thing. You just, swipe. With only an elementary education and battling intimate racism and little recognition, Garrett Morgan blazed a trail for black inventors worldwide, all while saving and improving countless lives with his groundbreaking innovations. Did you learn about this back when you were in school? March 4th, 1877. On this day in 1877, renowned black inventor Garrett Altus Morgan, best known for developing the traffic signal and gas mask, was born. Have you heard of this heroic black innovator? Born to a former slave and the son of a Confederate colonel, Morgan began his career as a sewing machine mechanic. His first inventions included a patent sewing machine fastener and a chemical solution that could straighten wool fabrics and hair. When you're looking at the picture, it says new idea, Posse straightens hair in 50 minutes. J. Morgan's specialty, heavy hair, is the pressing comb, y'all. Oh, so he been helping us even with the Soul Glow too. I'm sorry, I just... Wow. Okay, he gained particularly around in 1960 when he used the gas mask he created to save the lives of several Cleveland waterworks miners trapped under Lake Erie. After rescuing survivors, his device made national news and gained a patent. Wow. However, wide minority had an eternal impact on sales. Despite literally saving lives and creating an invention that benefit humanity, buyers refused to purchase Borg products after seeing the black innovator behind it. Ignorance. This is just ridiculous. This is, I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes it's speech, but this is bullshit. Anyways, let me continue. But racism didn't stop Morgan from inventing. In 1923, he acquired patents for his traffic signal, a basic version of modern three-way traffic light in the United States, Britain, and Canada that he would later sell to General Electric. Wow. Okay. Also, too, okay, this is like a little part story. Chameleonaire, if y'all heard about him in the rap, in the early 2000s, he was best known as breakout hit You See Me Rollin', the Heyman kind of traveling around and dirty, which kind of can still unfortunately be applied to this day in real life. He has actually made a very, generated a lot of nice income beyond the rap scene and stuff from investing, I think, in like technology and other companies and stuff. He's quite that dude. He's made a lot of good investments and so forth in businesses. And so on the Jasmine brand, Chameleon invests in Teen Texas-based condiments company Selena Sardina sauce. I have seen if I've actually already follow um this young lady's this young girl's page before. It was like like an advertisement sauce. So we're gonna go here. Okay, Jasmine, Grammy winning or recording artist turned startup angel investor. Chameleon believes in an emerging condiments company run by a 16-year-old from Texas. So much he's actively promoting crowd investment on public.com for the brand. That is so dope. That is dope. That is dope. That's dope. Better yet, let me go ahead and do another hand clap real quick. Yes, yes, yes. That is just dope. Phenomenal. And here is also with Black Wealth Investments. They also said, okay, they talk about a little bit. Our 16-year-old Tyler Creighton makes $8K a month selling her secret hot sauce recipe through 22 distributors. You better go, girl. Okay, this is Black Wealth NT movement, I guess, at Black Mirrors. A 16-year-old CEO Sauce Ball started her company, Sienna Sauce, when she was 8 years old because her favorite restaurant closed down. And she tried to recreate their sauces, ended up making her own. Sienna House is based in Houston, and Tyler Simone Clay convinced her mom to quit her job and build up the Sienna Sauce brand alongside her daughter. Sienna Sauce has received several awards for her entrepreneurship journey and has been featured on Good Morning America, Now This Is Buddy, Inside Edition, ABC News, and KPRC12. Oh, yes, that is awesome. I gotta save this bookmark. That is dope. That is dope. That is dope. That is, I think it was something else, but yeah, that was her. That is dope. But anyway, y'all, I'm just going to end it right there. That's a positive and current on top of that. So anyway, y'all, hugs and love, God's bless. See y'all. We gotta have to get used to losing our sleep now. And I'll see y'all next one. Take care. See y'all tomorrow. Happy Sunday. God bless. Positive vibes, positive energy. And see y'all on the next one.